You know, one of my very favorite things to do is fish lakes that I've never fished before. And when we put our boat in here, I mean, I've never seen this place. I didn't have any idea what to expect. Todd's been here a few times because he doesn't live very far away. But what he told me was, hey, it is thick. I mean, you are gonna be, if you catch one, you're gonna be bringing it over logs, you're gonna be bringing it over grass. When you look at the depth finder, all you see is, you see grass, you see trees, you see grass, you see trees, and it's covered from one end to the other.
From what I've seen, and me and Clark talked earlier about, you know, a lake like this, it kind of reminded us of the Red River. And so you basically have to throw the bottom out of the equation. Bottom really almost has nothing to do with it. There might be a channel in there, but what you're really looking for is they suspend. Any new lake I've ever been on, they suspend like crazy. So you got to figure out what they're suspending on. Sometimes they'll suspend under pads, sometimes under logs, sometimes on big trees. And so really the bottom goes away, and we really just started focusing on big clumps of either big trees, big logs, or just a small little group of pads. And if we could find that, there was usually one underneath it. So that's a big one. That's a good one.
Oh. He's not hooked very good. I think I'm gonna grab him. That's awesome right there.
Look at that fat too.
That is, that's a fat one right there. And that fish right there, I saw him coming. I saw this, it was like a, you know, it looked like a torpedo coming up after it, but then it stopped. And I actually had to work it about 10 feet. That's awesome.
Guy through there too. I thrown there from
He came from a long way away,
Oh,
the
really?
torpedo was.
You know, they get to chasing something, I think, and then they just get kind of active. God, I did not think it was going to be that big.
You know, one thing that to really do when you're fishing a hollow body frog like that, you'll see those fish get out under that bait if you're really paying attention, especially when it's slick like it was today. You get that slick water, you'll see the water just barely hump up under that bait. And a lot of times if you'll work it right in that same spot, just leave it there, that bait's really cool because you can take it side to side and it doesn't even move forward very much. So it's a bait that'll catch those fish that swim out aggressively to it, don't bite it. You can usually tease them into biting. Gosh, that was a big one.
I felt it. I guess I felt that. I know you were. We're going to catch him in here. I'm just trying to make someone get in the way. Just going slow. There you go.
I thought he was bigger than that.
I did too. That's not a bad one though.
No, that's a good one.
That's pretty awesome. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna throw back in there because it might not.
Maybe it was a bigger one.
I'm gonna get out of your way. It got a little bit bigger, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not a bad one. I thought that one that bit.
It could have been. It might have been another one.
That is too much fun.
You got me back. You know,
yeah.
We've both done it to each other now.
I showed you where one was, and you showed me where one was. We're even.
Yours might have been a little bit bigger.
That's pretty funny. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
That's pretty
awesome.
Fun. I mean, top water fishing like that. I mean, and what we're doing is just so much cover here. You know, the one thing we hadn't even talked about today, Todd, is braided line. I mean, it just comes natural to us. We're going to throw braid. I'm throwing Sunline BX2, but if you didn't have it, you'd have no chance.
I mean, rod plays a big part. I still think, from my experience of listening to other people talk, they still don't have a rod stiff enough. And, you know, I know people make certain kind of frog rods or whatever. I wouldn't even worry about that. Just buy something that you think is stiff enough and it'll work. It does not have to say frog rod for it to be, you know, the ones I'm using do not, but it's what I like, and it
feels right to you, know? and you can get them out of the stuff. And you know, sometimes you can catch them on a frog and you know, where there's no cover, but a lot of times you're fishing it in heavy cover and you might as well have a rod you can get them out with.
Catch another one.
God, I really thought that was way bigger than that. Hey, Lake Naconiche, a lake that's a lot like what I envisioned Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend were years ago, right when they were newly flooded. There's absolutely trees everywhere. It's got good grass. It's got that dark black tannic water. I mean, it just reminds me of a lot of different places I've been in East Texas, like a Lake of the Pines. It's got that dark water like Caddo has. I mean, and it is a cool, cool place. I mean, when you can catch fish over that much cover, that is a special day of fishing for me. Let me say something here. That fish is skinny, he post-spawn. Lake Naconiche. Timber everywhere. I mean, it kind of reminds me of what I always hear Sam Rayburn and Toledo Bend were like back in the day. Black water, tannic, a lot of bass.
Naconiche is just different, and we don't get on very many different lakes. And what I mean by different is, you know, we go to all these lakes that have grass, and some have some stumps in it, and they have some brush, you know, along the bank. This has everything. It's just neat, and there's really big ones in here. So I just never really know where I'm going to catch one or how big it's going to be. So there's very few places I really get excited about. Not done yet.
No, you still got about 10 logs to go. He's not as big as I thought he was.
No.
That's pretty fun. Thanks for fishing with me today,
oh,
man.
man, thanks for inviting me.
Hey, man, I just, you know, fishing a new lake like this much cover, I mean, you and I both get jazzed up about something like that. That's too much fun.
I don't get too excited about much, but this is exciting. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
It just doesn't get any better than this right here.
And that'll do it from Lake Naconiche and this episode of Fishing and Hunting Texas. Hey, a big thanks to Todd Castledine for joining us and showing us the Strike King Poppin' Perch. You can learn more about it at StrikeKing.com.